Yes, it is coming now.
In the video, she wanted to show few seconds delay.
It will show like that.
It will show like that.
And this I'm downloading now.
Okay. Then the voice we can't hear. It will come later now. Now it will come now.
Voice will not lag now. Okay, now it's coming now.
Voice is heard now.
Okay.
You want to move it to this side, ma'am?
If
you sit that side, no, ma'am, your water bottle side.
Little bit of it. It's okay. It's okay. No. Acha. It's okay.
It's
Okay, main kids are maybe stressed move that side. Little the chair. That's it. Or no, this one no. Little shades to that side. Amrita, that's it. Arrange. Sai Karthik, if you're going to move towards that consistency, we'll see the camera.
I don't think he'll be visible.
You won't be visible.
I think if we move the camera a little bit farther.
Sai Karthik is not from see.
It's
Yeah.
little more.
Yeah, fine. Fine, right? Okay, so to begin recording, starting or what? Just as soon as the recording begins, you can just introduce yourself.
1 second, I just start from there. I'll tell this one.
Sure.
By introducing ourselves only and guidance section.
Up to you, how you want. I don't have anything from my end.
We'll start with you, sir. Yes, I know. No, you go. You go. You're the only guy. Great, sir.
Okay,
Guys.
start introducing yourself to the team.
Hi everybody, my name is Amrita Raju and I'm from Grade 10 Thunderbirds, and today I'm here to take my interview for contesting for the Vice President of OAKBAY campus. I'm Shrestha Chapra of Grade 10 Thunderbirds and I'm a Vice President hopeful. Hello everyone, I'm Nitisha from Grade 10 Skylords and I'm here for the interview for the Vice President post.
I'm Sai Karthik from Great and Skywards, and I'm going for Vice President.
That's nice. So just to begin, why do you want to be the student council vice president? Why do you want to be a part of it? Each one of you can share.
I think I'm a good leader, and I've been in the school for 7 years. So I think I have the qualities that the school thinks that we should have as a leader.
I've joined the school very recently I've been in the school from the past 3 years, and throughout my learning journey, I've learned many of the school's policies, and I'm pretty sure that I have all of them in me, and I think that I have good leadership qualities to maintain the school and the respect of the school. I want to become vice president because I believe that I have the qualities in me to become a good leader. And last year also, I have contested in the elections to be a part of the student council, but I was not very successful. And I want to give it a try again this year because I think I can help my peers and my teachers being in the student council. I joined the school back in 4th grade, and one thing which I like the most about the school is the character before competence. It says that we put our character first, and if we're good to people, people do good to us. And while I might not be perfect, I have many qualities in me which which I can lead. And I was a captain last year. I had a pretty good experience with it. I think the children resonated with my ideas, and I resonate with theirs as well.
Okay, that's nice. Can you describe a time when you took initiative or led a team What did you learn out of it? Want me to repeat? Can you describe a time when you took initiative or led a team? What did you learn out of it?
Go first.
Sure.
Last academic year, 2023 to 2024, I was chosen to take care of the Hindi Divas preparations. Himabindu ma'am believed in me and gave me the responsibility. So I tried my best to make it a good event that everybody enjoyed and had fun while preparing to make the event a success as well. I have learned that responsibility does not mean you doing everything, but also giving everybody enough importance and distributing the workload as well. So that's what I learned. And you have to believe in your teammates and give them the responsibility and believe in them that they can make it happen.
I feel that leadership runs solely on trust. Not solely, but I'd say mostly on trust. Because, and the incident that I'm choosing is the August 14 celebrations, which me and the other captains led. We had to plan everything in a very short while. We had about a week. We had to get ready with the dance, skits, and everything. Uh, I and my fellow peer Shrestha Kim, we both led it together, and we trusted the students with the others.
I would like to go next. I would like to take the opportunity of last academic year. We had many social presentations, and I was happy to be the leader for all of the presentations. I led my team very carefully. From that experience, I learned that being a leader does not mean being in the front and commanding your peers or commanding them to do a work. It's to be behind them when necessary and to lead them forward. It's to be with them and walk with them throughout the success. And once you're pretty sure that they can do it on their own, then it's to be in the front and lead them. So I believe it's due to my leadership qualities and it's due to the trust that I put in them and the integrity we had together. We achieved kind of a success and we were able to achieve good marks in all of the presentations.
So I've been a leader 3 times. I've been a class leader in 8th and 9th. And I've also been a captain of my cricket team from my academy. So in all those 3 times, I've learned how to be a good team player, a leader, and in my cricket team, I have shown respect to my fellow peers. And those 3 times I have come out, me and my team have come out with great results. So I believe those 3 are what I've learned.
That's nice. Suppose if there is a disagreement amongst the council members only, because you have to coordinate once you are a vice president or a president of the school, you have to coordinate a lot with the captains, vice captains, prefects. It's like a complete group of 50 plus is what you have. And if at all there is a disagreement amongst all of you, how would you resolve it? Because getting everyone on the board is what is important to lead, right? If at all somewhere here and there and all, if you, how you're going to, as a vice president of the school, how you're going to handle the situation?
Well, the first thing I would do in this very situation is I would listen to each and every one of them, listen to each of their perspectives and where they're misunderstanding each other, what are the differences between their thoughts or their thought processes or the way they want the events to happen. I would consider everybody's thoughts and ideas, but then at the end, I would try to make each and everybody understand each other's ideas and try to merge and collaborate all of their good ideas to make it a successful whatever we're working for. And I would try to persuade them to work with one another in a more collaborative and peaceful way. But the most important thing is for me to listen to them properly and consider all their opinions.
How about you, Nilesh?
First, she said, I would listen to all of their opinions because disagreements are misunderstandings, basically, when people don't talk to each other, when people don't confide in each other about certain things. So I would like to listen to all of them, and I would like to perceive my own opinions about all of them. And then I would conduct a meeting where everyone can collaborate, everyone can share their opinions and ideas. And I feel than me telling them about each other's opinions, it's better if they listen with their own ears and if they judge it so that they can clear out the disagreements by themselves. And being a leader, at last, I would create my own opinion and make them all collaborate and synergize together for a better team.
So, being leader, if I hear a disagreement between my peers, I would take in their opinions. As I'm a good team player, I would collaborate with everyone and I would see where that mutual disagreement is. And I would help everyone to come to a mutual understanding. And I would collaborate with everyone and see how what their interests are. And I would just come to a final understanding.
If there were a disagreement with my team, I'd first ask them to understand and then to be understood. It's a 7 habits thing. I would conduct a meeting, a joint meeting where everyone can share their ideas. And if they still don't agree, then I'd make them run through the scenarios of it. We'll see which one is better from a clear perspective. Everyone, we jump on the same boat at one time. Then if we don't like it, we jump on another. And until everyone comes to an agreement, we seek out to collaborate and understand each other.
Interesting. If at all you're going to think about the schoolhouse, okay? Just imagine that if at all if you're going to connect yourself to the schoolhouse, which part of the schoolhouse that you connect to and why? Who wants to go first? Yes, sure.
The one which I resonate with the most is the school's vision. It might be simple. It's just live for a purpose, which I found my purpose in life. I want to become an aerodynamics engineer for Oracle Red Bull Racing. That's my purpose. And along with that, I want to lead my companions as lead engineer and learn to apply. Many of the teachers, they told that I tend to blend in with the surroundings really well and I'm really observative. So I learned to apply my skills wherever needed. Lead with determination. As many of you know that I've been a captain last year. Led my house with my head held high. And I hope that I'll leave a timeless legacy.
Yeah, I'm done.
The one I connect to the most is character before competence. I believe that now or even in our future, once we grow up and we have our careers, friends, and family, it is more important to have a good character and be kind to everybody so that they can connect to us in a good way. It doesn't matter if our competence is good or bad, that's also important. But when being a leader, your character is what matters the most. It's how the team approaches to you. They should feel friendly and safe, and they should feel valued when they're trying to approach to you, and they shouldn't have a second thought about what would she think if I said this to her, or what would she say if I got this decision up to her. We should be very soft and gentle in handling our teammates, and our character is what matters the most now or in our future. I connect mostly to our motto and the culture. Motto where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Confidence is the best thing that any person can reflect. It reflects on their behavior. Confidence is the best thing to show out, or it shouts out who you are. So I believe facing any challenge, facing any obstacle, or while taking any decision, confidence is the best thing which you can do. And speaking softly and pleasantly, being good to everyone, all of these reflect on our character and reflect on our perspective. So people can understand us better when we speak pleasantly and when we're with confidence and patience.
So when I look at the schoolhouse, I believe that I most connect with the learner profile. I believe I have qualities from a little bit qualities from everything in it. Second thing that I connect most with is me and my country, we grow together. Every year, as we have coins for the country, I try to donate the most I can. So that's where I connect to as well.
Okay. So how does being a role model mean to you? And how will you live up to that? What does being a role model mean to you? Like, what do you mean by that? And how will you live up to to that expectations? Or do you feel that, oh, this is what I want and this is how I work towards it to live up to that? Sure.
I believe everyone thinks being a role model is being ideal, being perfect in everything you do. But I believe being a role model is just doing your duties and responsibilities, because duties and responsibilities always come first. Being a role model is just knowing what task you're supposed to do, working towards it, and being perfect in it doesn't mean that you're actually like being a perfectionist in it. It's just doing your best to the task without any distractions. So if anyone has any expectations on me, I would definitely live up to it. I will work hard to achieve that goal. And I would love to be a role model for everyone else around.
Being generally when we think of role model, we think of people who are very great, they achieved many things in life. But for me, a role model is someone who is a good person generally, even though they might have their flaws. They're a person who can change themselves to further better. For me, I think to be a role model for younger kids is to guide them on what wrongs they should not do and what how they should improve themselves. And if there's any mistakes I made, I'll make sure that they know that this is wrong, this is not for your good. Please don't do this like that. And if they have any expectations on me, I'm ready to fulfill them. I also think that role models should be open-minded, because there'll be in circumstances where pressure is put upon them. But if they're close-minded, they don't really understand what's going out. They explode like a bomb, full of anger. But I think staying calm is the best attribute for a role model.
For me, again, being a role model, I can connect it very well to character before competence. Here we can take the example of two people. For say maybe an engineer, we can have two people who are the same in their competence. They're both equally as good in their skill and their work, but one also puts important in their character. The way they interact with their teammates and anybody else in their workplace or outside when they interact with friends or family or with anybody they have ever met, the first time you met a person. And the other, he's not really good with his character. It makes a big difference. Even if your competence is equally the same, your character depends in becoming a role model for people. People look up to you. People you being a role model changes according to people's perception on your character. It may change or not change according to your career or your skill, but your character is what matters the most. People will look up to you when people are excited to meet you or they feel good when they meet you. Your interaction with them is a pleasant event and they look up to you. They want to be somebody who is kind to other people.
So for a lot of people, a role model would be someone who has accomplished a lot in life. And in our instance, for students, somebody who is very studious or gets very high marks. But for me, a role model is someone who can accomplish their goals the best way they can. And a role model, in my way, is someone who can be a great team player, who understands the work of their peers and can appreciate everyone.
Last one to all of you is, as how are Silveros unique from or different from other schools? What do you feel then? Because you interact, I think you'll be having the friends in your apartment, in your community and all, you get to meet them and all that. Where do you feel that? How different is our school when it compares to other schools when you interact and talk?
Mostly schools are based on competence. Schools are always about learning on how to be studious, on how to achieve perfect scores, or based on rankings or based on exams or assessments. But what I love mostly about Silver Oaks is it leads with character before competence. The main motto of Silver Oaks is character before competence. So it empowers us to emphasize more on our character than our competence. While we learn, like life is a eternal journey of learning, so we have to keep learning. Silver Oaks motivates us to learn character development too, not only of books, academics, or any bookish knowledge, but even being open-minded, the learner profile, the mantras of Mahatma, anything good in our environment, it learns us to take it in a better way. Maybe we live life the lean way. These are some practices which are not followed or not seen in any schools. For example, for birthdays, I've seen many schools which encourage their students to give gifts for everyone or to bring chocolates for the principal mom or for the teachers or whatsoever. But our school encourages us to be normal, to live life the lean way, to spark on not only with your studies but also to reflect on your character. So as our school is an international school, as many schools claim to be international, I feel ours is actually international, where everyone can be open-minded, everyone is respected on how they are, their self-respect and dignity can stay while respecting through sustainable practices. I love our school.
Who is next?
I'd like to go next.
Yeah.
I myself, when I came here from a different school, I was very surprised because my old school, they didn't really accept all cultures. I'm very happy that our school celebrates all cultures, not depending if it depends. Any religion, any culture, we respect it and give importance to it, and we celebrate it as well. This is one thing I'm very happy that our school promotes. And another thing, I am a very patriotic person and I really love my country. I'm very happy that our school promotes me and my country, we grow together. We have all these kinds of activities to help the poor. I'm happy that our school does not just do it for the advertisement, but we actually do it to care about the other people who in our country are not getting the same opportunity that we are and the privileges that we are. I'm happy that we're making a difference in others' lives. And I am very happy also that character before competence. Our school, we also give importance to how we as a person are, not just our papers, our books, or the score we get. In a lot of other schools, they divide the sections according to their grades, like A section, B section, C section, according to the marks they get. I'm very happy they don't do that here because that really affects the self-esteem of the student. and it can bring down their self-confidence a lot. And I'm happy to be in a school that doesn't discriminate us according to our grades.
Okay, that's nice.
Our school, when I talk to other people from other schools, they mostly just say that their school only focuses on studies, and occasionally they do have games period. I like our school's games period. I have to say that. But the other schools, they only focus on studies. It's like they're pressurizing these children to be machines rather than people. And due to studying and studying and studying, these children, they're becoming depressed, showing symptoms of anxiety, and then they're generally losing personality. What the world back then, from what I've heard from my parents, apparently school was a place where everyone can come together, bond, and have happy times. But hearing from my other peers, it seems like a concentration camp rather than rather than a school. What I like about Silver Oaks is that they encourage us to be ourselves. They want us to express and connect with others. I think live life the lean way. It's an amazing practice. We follow the stationery policy. We don't waste our resources, which will help young people to understand the importance of resources. And also the birthday, well, we're not allowed to bring chocolates and everything. I feel that's my favorite thing about Live Life the Lean Way. It's like we bring something homemade, and when we give it to the other person, it's very joyous. I feel the bond between each other grows very much. And me and my country, we grow together. I love that especially. Street store. When I watched the promos of Street Store on YouTube, it really made me very, very happy to see them, to see other people smile. And Coins for the Country, we make an impact on people who are not fortunate enough. And Character Before Competence, it's our school's, what should I call it? It's our school's tagline. Yes, thank you, Nitisha. Yeah, tagline. We follow it on a very good extent, even though there are some people who are not following it right now. When I become vice president, I really want them to change for the better of society and for the betterment of themselves.
I would like to add something else. I was talking to my friend and I was telling her we got a free play today. And she's like, what's a free play? And so I'm very grateful for the few free plays we get in our school as well.
Yes, I can.
So when I talk to other students from other schools, or when I visit those other schools, those schools are very focused on studies, and they're very focused on getting full marks in their exams, board exams, or any exams in the school. So one few things that I love that our school does. First thing is character before competence. I believe it's very important. And I believe other schools should also focus on character before competence. Second thing is Coins for the Country. That's the only thing I see that our school does very well. I don't see any other school doing it. And I believe it's a very good practice. Other thing is we have good sports facilities compared to other schools. Other thing is we get many opportunities to show our talent, whereas in other schools, you have to only show your talent by studies. That's 4 things that I love that our school does.
Okay. That's nice. Thank you so much. Okay, I thoroughly enjoy the way you have connected with different aspects of as being a leader. So I think all of us are, I don't think so that I need to speak connected with winning or losing it, because you are leaders, that you're going to lead yourself and the group where you are always into it, right? On that note, thank you so much and all the best to you.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask you something, ma'am. Why did you remove advisory?
It's not removing or anything, only one thing what we felt is when we got the equal scores of it, we felt that equally competent enough. So that's how we felt of why can't we give the responsibility to other person also? Because with equal scores, I can't make two people for heading with one post. So rather than putting them into another thing, only that is okay. Otherwise, I don't have any.
Is there any possibility to have an advisor this academic year too? Or is it-
We'll see, first of all, let us have go ahead with the elections and see what's from the students' perspective, then we can have it. Okay, on that note, all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
President, participant are here. Beginning and last, no, wherever it is, you can cut short it, right? Come. Okay, Shrestha is not here, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can sit in the center. You can see, yeah. Wait for Sumbul ma'am. Sumbul, once if you say yes, then we'll start.
It's already recorded, we'll continue.
Oh, you're going to, okay, fine, that's not loud. No, we are more, still some of the classrooms, they have that, what we call it as smart boards and not getting in that. So once that is being done, then we are going to play it. We'll record it and we are going to. Okay, so good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Introduce yourself to the gathering.
I'm Shrestha Sagaraja of grade 10.
I'm Shauritesh from grade 10.
Okay, a little bit about yourself, since how long you're in the school, what are the things that you come up, what like how the transition from PYP to senior classes, how the things happen and what maybe you can share your, because both of you being a part of PYP for minimum 4 years and then moved into senior classes, right? So what's your takeaway from PYP to senior and what are things that you're continuing that you feel that, oh, this is what the PYP helped me and this is how I am.
So the IB curriculum really helped me because the way of learning is really different compared to CBSE, which is more of IB is more of understanding based and learning more about the world. And where CBSE is learning more from the textbook, like answers, question and answers. So it helped me understand better. PYP and our PYP exhibition gave me so much knowledge about we were the freedom expressors.
Okay.
So, like about the media and the safety about social
The
media.
action continues especially.
Yeah, it gave me leadership skills about how to handle in pressure, how to speak properly, attributes, attitudes, everything was taught in IBM. I'm so happy that I studied in Silveros actually. I've been here since the inception year, so second grade.
Okay,
This is my 9th year in Silveros.
oh, that's nice, Shrestha. How about you, Shaurya?
I've been in the school since 2018, which is my 3rd grade. And growing up, the PYP learning has helped all of us students to think out of the box rather than just textbook learning. It helped us to learn about new things which we would not be seen in school, not just maths, English, the subjects. We'd be learning about how the world works, about the different factors which affects humans, growth, the population. It is a totally different way about thinking of the world outside of textbooks. The transition from PYP to IB was very frightening at first because it's a completely different concept than what we were used to. But with the teachers' support and our friends' support, it was honestly very easy because even if anything happened, even if we needed any help, we'd have people who we trust and love to help us out.
What one thing that you feel that you from PYP has given me, and that is what who am I today?
It is the ability to think out of the box. Whenever in classes, when we're learning, rather than just following what the textbook says,
It helps us to think, can I apply this concept in the outside world? Can I use it in real life situations?
And it personally helped me with understanding things better, like connecting, thinking outside the box and everything. I agree with that. Actually. That's one of the best things PYP ever taught me.
Okay. When we use the word silver oaks, what comes to your mind?
Our schoolhouse, honestly, like our motto, character before competence. Me and my country, we go together, feed stores and everything.
How about you, Shobha?
For me, Silver Oaks is a place where every acorn can explore what they are and who they are. It's a place where we can learn freely and grow together in both character and in competence.
Okay, so I think you're contesting for the post of president, right? So what is your vision for the student council in this year, student government being a part of the president? What's your vision?
My motto for this year is action before promises. I believe that for any leader, a best quality they should have is the trust in the people and the people's trust in them. So one thing that I hope that the new student body can accomplish is communication. Communication between the students, communication between the teachers, communication between the students and the faculty. I believe that this is very important because lots of students may be going through a few issues between their peers, between the teachers, they may feel dejected, they may feel targeted. So as a new elected student body, we would be going around to all the classes, we'd be talking to them and we'd be understanding their problems. We'd be helping them solve it, even if it's small issues or whether it's about the worries about the future, about growing up, anything, we'd be there for them.
I personally believe that leadership is about empowering others more than empowering yourself. It's growing together. So I would personally want our student council to connect to this eighth habit of Silver Oaks. Find your voice and let people find their voice and get better at what, make them the best version of themselves.
Okay. So there will be so many events happening. As a school, we have some sort of policies and practices that it's mandatory that we get into all this, right? Some of them are for it and some of them they will feel that, okay, it's okay if at all I'm a part of it or not. So, but bringing everyone onto the board is very important, that is how a leader has to be.
Yeah.
So how you're going to motivate them towards it?
I believe that the first and most important thing in cases like this is communication. We should be able to clearly convey our thoughts and our vision to the other people, and we should be able to listen to what they wish to hope and achieve as well. So if they are going through any issues, whether it could be the parents objecting against it, or whether they think that it's boring, we could find them something which they're interested in doing as a part of this, because many students for Oprah, they might making the props, they might like doing the dances, they might like speaking. So it's important to find what they like to do, and according to that, make sure they participate.
I feel like it's important to first listen to their perspective and what they would like to think about and why they don't want to do it, and making them understand why it's good to do it. Since, I mean, everything our school does is for the benefit of us. So if they understand the reason behind it and what they can learn, how can they become the best version of themselves, I feel like everyone will be happy to do everything.
Okay. So you planned an event and it couldn't go the way you expected. So what would you do? You planned very well. You thought that it's going to be fantastic and you have given just a heart and soul for that time. But somewhere you felt that what you expected, you couldn't reach that and you couldn't do well. So what would you do in that scenario?
First of all, when we're planning, we should always give it our best. We should never be hung back and think about what if things don't go according to our plan. We should go ahead first. We should be as prepared as possible to make sure nothing like this happens. But in the case which it does, it's important not to be dejected, because the first and another important quality of a leader is being able to look past the mistakes, incorporating them in our lives, and making sure we don't make them again. So if if you face any obstacle during planning or whether the event happens, we have to make sure that problem doesn't happen next event rather than being hung up on it.
I believe that learning from your mistakes is very important. So if I planned an event and it went wrong, I will learn from it. And there are some things that won't be in our hands. And it's okay to be okay with it and learn and try better next time and improve. Improvement comes with failure.
Okay. So if at all, as a school, if an opportunity being given to you that you can bring change or improve three things in the school, what are the three things that you want to bring change or improvise or whatever? Any three things, just breathe for 2 minutes, think, and then just start. An opportunity being given to you to change or improvise any three things in the school life. What are the three things that you want to do and why? Just think and answer, don't be in a rush.
I personally believe that communication is the key to everything. And there might not be happening as much communication as we think. And there might be like a thinking, people think differently. So if we can inculcate better communication and understanding, that could help our school a lot between teachers, faculty, our students. Because oftentimes, sometimes because we are different generations, we can't connect as well. But if we can like both sides, we can try to become better, then
What do you feel the communication?
I mean our school is great, so I can't find anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
First and most important thing that I think is important that we should probably change in our school is the communication between students, the senior students and the junior students. Growing up in the school, I used to find lots of gaps between the different wings. The senior students used to think they were older and they didn't communicate with the juniors, and the juniors were scared to talk to the seniors. So I believe that if the two wings were able to communicate more freely, the senior students would be able to help the junior students, whether it's their POP exhibitions, their examinations, how they should be prepared for the next few years in their life. I would also have guest lectures from our alumni, which would help us to portray our future into 11th and 12th. What should we be doing to prepare? What should we be doing for college? What should we be doing for a job? That's one thing I would change. Another is career counseling clubs, which I think is important because, to be honest, not everyone knows what they want to do with their lives in the future. One person could be a pilot, one person could be an engineer, one person could be a doctor. So it's important for any student to attempt new things in their childhood. So every alternate Saturdays, we could propose career counseling clubs, whether it be entrepreneurship, it could be architecture, it could be about coding. They could be learning new things about the world rather than just textbook knowledge. That's two. And the third one would be, yeah, I would also like to propose a few other activities. As you know, not everyone in the school is that enthusiastic about playing sports. Of course, we have our inter-house competitions and regular, but I'd also like to bring about debate competitions, art competitions, board games, because there's lots of talented chess players in my grade alone. This could be something which is very active for the non-sport players.
And according to me, you said about career counseling. More than the career, people are scared. I personally think more about 11th and 12th. I want to do suppose I want to become a CA, chartered accountant, but I don't know about my base in 11th and 12th, like MEC, MPC, all really scary. So if we work towards that, that will really help all the students comparatively. Because we already are having career counseling through CISO and everything. So I feel like that will help a lot.
So you want to work in those areas?
Yeah.
Okay, then the last one, what I want to ask you both of you is, how do you ensure that the voice of all the students are heard and respected? Because it's not that easy. As a school, we are almost like 1150 voices of people being heard, they're respected, because everyone has their own way of approaching and doing the things and all. But bringing them on the board and making them that, yes, they are also part of it. It's not that easy, and it's a responsibility of a leader who is leading. So how do you feel that you can bring everyone onto the board and go ahead with the things?
If elected as the new president, I would have open communication with the rest of the student body. As we know, we have 4 prefects from each grade, we have class captains, and we have bus pilots. It is important to communicate with these heads of the grades. We'll find out the main issues and problems from them. Every once in a week, the senior students will be traversing to all the classes and talking to the students along with the class leaders, because it's not just about the representatives. You should also be learning from the students what their issues are and what problems they face. So about once a week, captains, vice captains, president, vice president, along with a couple of senior volunteers who are capable, they'll go around to all the classes. Lunch times, we have 0 hours, and they should talk to the students.
I personally believe that communication among the student council can really help. Because they will personally know, like the prefects, the class captains, the pilots and everyone. They will personally know their issues from their classes. So if we have proper communication with them, we will automatically know where to work, the areas we have to work. And we can have, suppose every Friday, a meeting with just the student council, like a working lunch, where we discuss about the issues and work towards them in the rest of the week, next week. And we can, honestly, I like this idea about going to classes, but we can also ask people the suggestion box. We don't really open the suggestion box that much. So if we actually open it and encourage people to put, that would really help.
Okay, so last question to both of you is, as a school, we talk a lot about character development. We feel that as a school, character first and competence next. How do you correct and why it is important for us to get into the character development? Why can't, because at the end of the day, marks plays a vital role. Do you think that, how do you justify that?
But see, you don't stick a sheet of your paper or your mark sheet everywhere you go. People first notice your character before your marks and intellectuality. So having basic morals, following the 7 habits can really help us when we growing up to really help us become better.
Let's say we look into a case from a decade from now. You're in an office environment and one of your coworkers are very easy to communicate with. And another one of your coworkers think that they're the best at what they do. Which one would you rather work with? Would you rather work with the one that talks to your problems, listens to you, helps you figure out and works together? Or would you rather work with the coworker who thinks that he's best at what he does, that you should listen only to him? Your opinion is more important than your relationship with other bad people. You should be thinking about how to improve your relationship, how to be efficient in your work rather than dwelling on the past. So I believe that it's important to communicate and be open-minded. So character before competence, learning in our school is very important, because if we learn how to be a good person in life, we will be learning how to live life rather than just showing the numbers on our report cards.
Even though marks are vital, they are not your entire life. People notice how you speak, how you act with them, how caring are you, what do you do, how do you help the community more. Like you don't notice Gandhiji's mark sheet before seeing how good he helped getting in Indian freedom.
That's nice, interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you.
One minute, guys. Please wait.
You record in both system, like either in this one or you can record in both.
Both I can, but here it is not showing now.